After being taken by these poisons, Peter Parker, the Spider-Venom, is no more. Something vile took his place. The poison with Parker's body engages Eddie Brock Venom. You think Peter Parker with the Venom was powerful? Now, with the poison flowing in him, this new entity has the capabilities to break Eddie Brock and take him to his knees. But just before the vile creature feeds Brock to the saplings, gunfire riddles the pavement, killing the little ones where they stand. Backup has arrived in the form of Deadpool, Mary Jane, and the old man Logan. It is 4 against 1. Even though the poison is powerful, it cannot take on the 4 Venoms by itself. So, the converted Peter Parker swings away. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Comic Island. My name is Joey, and thank you so much for checking out my review of Venomverse issue 2. So I thought I would cover the entire Venomverse in its entirety, because I loved Venomverse, and I thought Venomverse could pull from its predecessor's charm, but I think I might have made a mistake. Issue 1 struggles for more than a few things that I highlighted in my last video, so I had high hopes for Issue 2. Unfortunately, Issue 2 shows very weak signs of maintaining my intention, so that means I'm giving Venomverse Issue 3 a final shot before I strike myself out of this crossover altogether. So let's dive deeper into what worked and what didn't work in Venomverse Issue 2. We are 2 issues in, and this event is starting to appear as if they took Lancelot's Spider-Verse and blended it with Marvel Zombies, and then they sprinkled a bit of 2015's Secret Wars on top. Obviously, the title of this whole story arc is a direct nod to 2014's Spider-Verse. These little poison creatures are like the zombies in Marvel Zombies, and then the big reveal of issue 2 is Dr. Doom infected by these poisons. He is the one pulling the strings behind the scene, just like he did on Battleworld. And to make things a bit more confusing, he's currently a good guy in the main Marvel universe. The story progression felt like it took one small step forward in Venomverse issue 2. We got the reveal of who their leader is, but it felt bland. The first thing that came to my mind was, oh, it's Dr. Doom again. I needed to understand these poisons and what motivates them. The quick answer given in Venomverse issue 2 is that they need symbiotes to survive, and that they use the human host as a food source while they take over the Clintar symbiotes. So then, why would they be portrayed as evil? Zombies, I get it. They aren't evil, they just hunger for flesh. The progression is a bit slow and I'm starting to lose my focus on this epic event, but let's go over a few things that did work for me to end this on a good note. The art is awesome and very consistent. This is something I can appreciate because it can save this story for me. The art combined with action-heavy scenes can also make it or break it, and Venomverse issue 1 and 2 has no shortage of action. We got an awesome fight scene between Spider-Man and Eddie Brock. 2 awesome characters with a long history of a feud. This brings me to another great aspect of this comic, the feud between Parker and Brock. We got a very small glimpse of their feud in issue 1, but now we continue that feud when Spider-Man gets taken over by the poison and unloads his anger towards Brock. In most other comic books, we are rooting for Spider-Man, and Eddie Brock is the antagonist that will eventually be taken down. Venomverse issue 2 takes us on a ride on the dark side because we are basically forced to jump onto Brock's bandwagon as he fights a hero turned villain in the form of Spider-Man. Last issue, I mentioned that Brock is an inconsistent character because sometimes he is portrayed as a pure villain and other times he is portrayed as a reluctant hero. 2 issues in and we can see that Eddie Brock Venom will play the role of a reluctant hero, but he is getting outshined by other Venoms that are a bit more interesting than he is, such as Captain America Venom. He was the one Venom character that I wanted to see return, but unfortunately his fate didn't end too well. So anyways, what did you think about Venomverse issue 2 so far? Is it a bit lacking in excitement? Is it downright boring to you? Or is it super exciting and you really loved it? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in another Comic Island video.